I think we're going to start because our spoiled agents have carved out this time, and we're so excited to have everyone join us today. We're going to get started. My name is Susan Koyman from Spoiled Agent. And I'd like to welcome you all today to the Holland America Line. You have the whole team here from across Canada, which is fantastic, joining us today. Welcome, welcome. And I'm going to just start with introducing a friend of all of ours. Everyone knows our friend Aaron Crawford from Holland America Line. Welcome, Aaron. And Aaron,
Thank
you
you.
brought some guests with you. Your entire team is here.
Yes, I'm not supposed to have favorites, but I brought my favorite three people on the call today. So this, to your point, Susan, yeah, we're representing Canada from coast to coast to coast. My ride or die, Fiona, is my amazing partner that covers the western part of Canada.
Hi, everyone.
And then, of course, Stephanie, I literally couldn't do this without her. Amazing. Stephanie, where are you based? Just the team
I'm
knows?
based out of the Seattle area. Hi, everybody, today.
Yeah. And then Marguerite, the newest addition to the power team of Canada.
Hi, everyone.
Yeah. So super excited to have Marguerite on the call because for those that don't know, Marguerite is able to support the Canadian team in French, which is huge because, as Marguerite knows, my French is terrible. So we are thrilled to have her on the team to be able to support all of the travel advisors and consumers virtually in French. Because Marguerite, where are you based?
I'm based in California, currently in
Sunny
Florida, but
California.
yeah, exactly. But bonjour
Sunny,
tout le monde.
fabulous. Thank you. Yeah, I'm in London, Ontario, and we had snow today. So
Oh, same with me. Same with me. I'm outside the GT, as you know, Aaron, and I
yeah.
woke up and I'm like, what happened? I had my spring coat out yesterday, but today we're gonna get some warm vibes from all of our great support here at Holland America Line. We're so happy to have you join us. We have our spoiled agents from across Canada from joining us today, and we're going to record this session in case you have to go back and refer to it. It's going to be loaded up on the Holland America Line page a little bit later on spoiledagent.com. And I know the team has been, they're always so generous and so fantastic to work with. If I can honestly just say, they've also offered not one, but two $50 gift cards to two lucky spoiled agents that stay on to the Q&A period. But you don't necessarily have to ask a question. So Aaron or myself, we might reach out to you in a couple days and they're going to choose two of the winners. So if you get an email from us, open it up. It's really, really good news. And also on the questions, please, if you have any questions, only add them to the Q&A box. We're going to keep the chat box for, I say the chitter chatter, if you will, because it moves up and we lose your questions. So only, we're going to use the Q&A box only for the questions. We're going to keep the hellos only for that, okay? And we're going to take the questions at the very end. So I'd like to say thank you again to this fantastic team from across Canada to welcome every one of you. I'm going to see you all in a moment, but I also want to say hello to our friends on Facebook because we're also live on Zoom, we're live on LinkedIn, and we're live on YouTube. But
Wow.
Facebook friends only, please add your email in the comments. Not for Zoom. You registered, so we got you covered. But this way, we know you're here on Facebook, and then you can qualify for the prize as well. All right, team. I'm going to see you at the very end, and thanks for everything.
Amazing. Thank you, Susan. And I just do want to call out because I know there were some people from the US. I think, Fiona, we saw somebody join from Texas. Uh,
Yeah,
so
absolutely.
for any of our agency partners that don't fall within the provinces of Canada, we do have a team, obviously, in the US. That information you can find on one source. So at any point you want to reach out to your BDM, whoever they are, please do so. We're always eager to set up a one-on-one to chat with you and support you. So without further ado, we are going to introduce you to Holland America, and really at an auspicious time because for those in the know, we have just turned 153 years old. And I think we look pretty good for 153. Had some work done. Things are a bit tighter, a bit higher than they were before. So really excited to share with you some maybe some historical information about Holland America, and then we're going to dive into some really unique destinations and itineraries with the intention of inspiring you to share those with your clients on your social media, of course. And then we're going to wrap it up by talking about the most important thing that you need to think about as a travel advisor. So without further ado, I'm going to start with just a short video about our amazing anniversary.
This anniversary, Holland America is celebrating with up to 30% off fares, up to $400 onboard credit, and more. Explore Alaska's breathtaking wildlife and glaciers, the coastal charm of Canada and New England, and Europe's iconic landmarks, all with experiences too good to hurry through. Savor the journey and book today.
I love that tagline, journeys too good to hurry through. It really does lean into the history of Holland America. Now, I'm going to turn it over to Fiona to pronounce the original name of Holland America.
Are you kidding? It's just because I married into a Dutch family doesn't mean I can speak Dutch, but let's try this. Okay, hold on. Nederlands, Amerikaans, Stroomvaart, Maatschappij. I totally butchered it, but that was my attempt.
Any Dutch speakers on the phone, we apologize. I have no idea what that says. If I don't understand what it says, I just say Shaka Khan. Yeah, so, but that was the original name of Holland America. So you could imagine having to sell that to your clients. It might have been a bit tricky. For sure. But as you just saw in the video, we are a little over, just turning 153 years old. And that long history really is about innovation. It's about taking guests to the most unique and most amazing parts of the world. So things that we innovated, which I think is really cool, is that enclosed promenade, things that people take advantage of now or don't even think about as being unique. It's just kind of standard. It's something that we really do celebrate. The introduction of the Lido Cafe. If you can imagine, when we started sailing, clients would have brought their own food on board. There wasn't meals provided. We were one of the first cruise lines to introduce 3 squares a day. We introduced onboard entertainment, the promenade. Anything else, Fiona, that I'm missing?
Oh, it's like the first all-inclusive, right?
Yeah.
Like, this truly is. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So when you are selling Holland America to your clients, you can really lean into the fact that you are selling history, you're selling a legacy, you're selling a brand that's been tested. And something interesting, which I thought was kind of cool, is that the Holland America logo that we're all super familiar with is actually the 1938 New Amsterdam ship, which is something really beautiful. So we introduced a lot of things that were new to clients, the long voyages. We like to call them now the legendary and grand voyages. But that idea of really escaping, getting away, really embracing that vacation experience is something that we were really, really proud to implement. And believe it or not, our first world cruise sailed in 1958. Could you imagine, on the Statendam January 7th, which is super cool. And that's something, a piece that we've continued now to today, which is really, really exciting. So there's just a little glimpse to the history of Holland America, of course. Now what we want to do is kind of shift directions. We want to really talk about the brand now, what your clients are going to expect when they're on board. And you can really rest assured that Holland America is that premium cruise line really dedicated to these 5 pillars. And these really are the foundation of the Holland America experience. Explorers, the people that are really looking for those unique destinations, immersive experiences. They want maybe those longer voyages, going to places they are on their bucket list. Foodies. Fiona, what do you think about the food on board?
Oh my goodness. Well, I have to say I'm not as skinny as I was like 10 years ago when I started in this industry. But really, I mean, it's second to none, I would say, with our our candied bacon, clothesline bacon in the Pinnacle Grill, one of my favorites. Tamarind Asian fusion restaurant. Oh, delectable. My countdown's on. I get on board the Koningsdam on the 27th of April, and I'm so excited. Specialty restaurants every night.
Yeah, I agree. The food's so amazing, and I try to commit myself to say I'm taking the stairs. But then it doesn't seem to matter because no stairs will get rid of all the clothesline bacon that I've had. But you want to burn off some of those calories dancing a night away in the music walk at the BB King Lounge for your jazz and blues, the Rolling Stone Lounge for your rock and roll, Dueling Pianos, Third Avenue West, going to the world stage for some of the brand new theater production shows that we've come up with really as of November of last year. Such a great way to spend the night. And of course, the award-winning service and those spacious ships, or what we like to refer to as perfectly sized ships. Holland America is really that perfect size. Not too big, not too small. We don't have all of the water slides and the ice skating and all of that jazz because honestly, we don't need them. We really do focus on our European heritage, that classic cruise experience, that classic vibe on board. All of our ships have a very similar aesthetic and a very similar layout. So when your guests are on board, if they've been on another Holland ship and maybe this is their first time on this vessel, it's going to feel familiar. Things are going to be in similar places, which again, I think just puts your guests at ease when it comes to that onboard experience.
Well, and I think something else to note when it comes to the size of our ships is we have 11 ships to choose from, the smallest being just over 1,400 passengers. We have two sister ships there that really focus on our world voyages and our grands and our longer voyages. And then we go right up into our largest ship of just over 2,600 passengers, which can actually fit into almost 4 times into the world's largest ship. But we really focus on the size of the ship going into specific destination. So it's not just this ship's available, this is where it's going. We really spend time on curating and making sure the right size ship is going into the right destinations to really enhance and focus on the places that you're traveling to.
Yeah, absolutely. And if I think about some of the unique features we have, so we don't have the water slides, we don't have ice skating, but we do have a retractable roof over the pool area, which is fabulous regardless of the weather. You can rest assured that you get to use that space, which is awesome. We've got the promenade that goes around the entire ship, so the ability to get outside really at all points is so incredibly important. What else do we have? The libraries on board, which is one of my favorite spots, believe it or not. I love the BB King Lounge for Manhattan, for sure, and the amazing music, but I do need to get away. We also, I think, we have gyms on board. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Wait, hey, are you trying to tell us you haven't been there because you're too busy having clothesline bacon?
Yeah, I go up and I hang my laundry on all the stuff, so it feels like I'm at home.
That's right. Well, and we have some really great activities. We've really spent the last year enhancing the activities that we have on board so that no matter whether you're on for a few days or an extended voyage, there's lots of activities for you to choose from and enhance your travel time with us.
Yeah. So now let's talk about some unique destinations. And we think about activities and unique destinations. If someone asks about Alaska, Holland America should be the first brand that you think of. We do Alaska very differently than any other cruise line. And we are just thrilled to be able to offer this experience to repeat guests, to new to cruise, to new to Alaska in really unique and interesting ways. So I'm going to just highlight some things that really set Holland America apart so that you can use those as part of your conversation with your clients. So things like the Glacier Guarantee. Because we have been present in Alaska pretty much longer than any other cruise line out there, we can offer things that no other cruise line can. The Glacier Guarantee is a great example. It's permit access into the glacier areas, like Glacier Bay as an example. We are first in, last out. It's only 2 ships a day allowed in there. And what that allows us to do is guarantee that your clients will have a glacier experience. FYI, it's the #1 reason people go to Alaska. Or if they don't get it, we're going to give them 15% of the cruise fare back as a future cruise credit. Terms and conditions found on OneSource. So you can really rest assured knowing that your clients are going to have that amazing experience. Number one in wilderness and wilderness tours, we just actually partnered with a local animal reserve in Alaska, wilderness reserve, so that when your clients go there, they're going to be able to go and really get up close and personal with some wildlife, which is really cool to be able to do. We've got access to the Yukon. One of the only cruise lines they can get you in there as part of our cruise tour package, which is absolutely spectacular. If you've been to Dawson City, you know what I'm talking about. Of course, the amazing seafood. One of my favorite programs we have are the Savor My Catch. So on certain excursions, you can go out, you're going to catch a salmon or a halibut. You can actually bring it back on board, and the chef will prepare it for you in the main dining room, which is very cool. Of course, you can lie about how big it was, no problem, for sure. Anything else, Fiona, we do differently in Alaska that I missed?
Well, and I think it really goes into the Glacier Bay. You know, that's just that really unique focus that we do, bringing on the rangers when they come on board the ship and spending the day with us. And really, it's such a great multi-generational and first time cruisers destination with Alaska. You'll see that our clients will come on, enjoy us, and try us for the first time. And then when they're on board, they're already booking their next cruise with them. So that's important that you're having those conversations with them because those perks and benefits they get by booking on board. And it takes the work and the guesswork out of it because that booking comes straight back to you. But also the 8 hours that we up to 8 hours that we spend in Glacier Bay. We open up our bow of the ship and we serve Dutch hot pea soup. So there's little things all along the way that really enhance this destination for us.
Yeah, and porting right downtown too. That's a big difference. So that when our guests get to the port of call, they can step off the ship and be right in the heart of what they went to see, which is really amazing.
Yeah, and or jump right on the train and go on to the White Pass rail and not have to worry about wasting time on a transfer for the ships that dock on the other side that have to be shuttled in, which is great.
Absolutely. Yeah. And we know how busy you are as travel advisors. So it's important to us that we make any of our processes really simple, fast, and easy for you. So what we've done is we have created an Alaska specialist contact line.
Write this number down.
Yeah. Take a photo, write the number down, put it on your computer, because these are seasoned Holland America agents. They've been to Alaska, they know the product. They're going to be in the best position to help you answer all of your questions and really secure that booking for your clients.
So, and this is a really great point to make because we know that selling cruise tours can be kind of daunting and overwhelming. This is where I really want to say either, you've got this phone number, but it's also really important to reach out to us as your sales team. If you have questions, you need help closing something, you need to understand an itinerary. That's what we are here for, to make your life easier. That is exactly, we are your support to be able to do that. So,
absolutely. Yeah, great point. And we've all been to Alaska, so we know it for sure. So just a reminder, of course, we offer everything from cruise to cruise tour. So cruise anywhere from 7 to 28 days, northbound, southbound, round trip, Seattle, Vancouver. I mean, you name it, we've got it. The inside passage round trip from Vancouver, for me, is the very best place to start for a first-time cruiser. You're ticking off all the boxes that they're going to have around why maybe they're hesitant about cruising. So absolutely think about that for your first-time cruisers. But when you're talking about Alaska, it's important to ask some questions. Why do you want to go to Alaska? When can you go? How do you want to feel at the end of that trip? And most importantly, how much time do you have? Because when people ask us, oh, when's the best time to go? Well, I think we're all in agreement. The best time to go is when you have the most amount of time to go. And as soon as your clients say they've got more than 9 days, it absolutely should be an Alaska cruise tour. This is where Holland America really sets ourselves apart from all the other brands out there. Like Fiona said, we can do things that are just different than other cruise lines. We can make this really immersive. Things like the White Pass Rail, as an example, getting your guests into the Yukon as part of that Alaska cruise tour, I guarantee will be the highlight of any of your cruise guests that are out there, plus access to Denali Lodge. We have some excursions that are included. You've got a tour director with you on most of our cruise tours. There's really a lot of perks and benefits to be able to just wow your client with that combination of cruise and land.
And these are all Holland America Line employees. We don't outsource. So these are all people that work for Holland America Line and seasonally come back and work for us with us every summer. And then in the winter, they're either at different areas within the company. So that's also important that their responsibility is to Holland America. They're not an outsourced company. And I think can you realize the difference when you're on the tour by people that really care and are the experts and just love this destination. And for many of them, it's their home.
And so if you think about the difference between a cruise and a cruise tour, the cruise tour is that combination of cruise, rail, and land. Now we take care of everything for your guests: planes, trains, automobiles, accommodations, the tour director. But on land, the only thing that's not included for your guests is your gratuities and the meals on land. Now, why is 2027 different, Fiona?
Well, because we have a meal plan that is included for your have it all. So when you book your have it all early booking bonus by the end of September and you book a cruise tour with us, you get the meal plan that will be included this year. And then after September, that meal plan will drop off. You can still purchase the have it all, but again, then you will need to purchase the meal plan separately. So it's a great time to encourage your clients to book early.
Yeah, it's huge. I think it's the first time we've ever offered it.
Yeah.
So when you're talking to your clients, this is your opportunity to celebrate the Port of Vancouver, which is gorgeous. Being able to sail out under the Lionsgate Bridge, if you haven't done it, is spectacular. Then, of course, the beautiful coastline of British Columbia. You've got the rugged nature of Alaska, and then the Yukon, which is really the stuff of dreams. What a fabulous way to celebrate the West Coast and Canada as well as Alaska. So really, really exciting there. So of course, reach out to your BDM if you have any questions about the 2027 Have It All EBB. Now we're going to swing on over to the other side of the country, Canada, New England. Very popular right now, and rightfully so. We've got some fabulous itineraries out there. Again, lots of options. Montreal, Quebec City, Boston, New York. There's all kinds of different places to depart from. And this really is an absolute stunner of a destination. Now, I'm going to highlight one particular cruise here that, for some reason, has been very, very popular lately. 25 sold out, 26 sold out in record speed. So we're now only talking about 2027, and it is almost sold out. So this is that round trip Montreal itinerary that goes to St. Pierre, which is actually a French territory, which is really amazing. So bring your passport. You can practice your French when you get to St. Pierre, which is always fun, except for me, right, Marguerite? Yeah. I'll stick with English and bad English. So these voyages here are absolutely selling out. So to the point that we have no group space left on these itineraries. So if you don't have group space already held, you can book FIT. You can make a group after the fact. But if you have clients that are interested, I highly recommend that you start looking at that now and reserving the 2027 space. Now, we also have an opportunity for you to possibly get access to 2028 prior to it being released. This is a really unique program called a Future Dam. We offer it on exclusive opportunities like this because we know there's a lot of interest. This is a bit of a unique selling feature. It does require a lot of, what would we say? Faith from your clients, because when they're holding space for 2028 prior to it being released, they're not going to know the departure. They're not going to know the cost. They're not going to know the itinerary. They're really just holding space on the Canada New England product. And of course, they're going to have first choice on this itinerary once it releases. So without diving too deep into how that process works, what I would encourage you to do is reach out to your BDM, have a conversation with us, so that we can walk you through what exactly that's going to look like. But this is a fabulous opportunity to get access to some of those itineraries that we know are going to sell out.
Hi, Erin. Yeah, I'd like to add that this is especially good if you need specific staterooms. Like, say, for example, you want an accessible stateroom. Your client might want the Pinnacle Suite. This is a way that you can reserve it in advance so you can be sure to get it.
Yeah, thank you, Stephanie. Really good point. Yeah. Yeah, so reach out to us and we can have that conversation. Now, I want to share another very popular voyage. It's Canada, New England, but of course with a little bit of a flair added to it. This is Voyage of the Vikings. This is by far our most popular of our legendary voyages. Round trip from Boston, Canada, New England, on to Greenland, Iceland, UK, and Europe. Absolute stunner of a destination. And you've got an overnight in Reykjavik and Rotterdam, late departure in St. John's and Halifax. This is a very popular destination. This one is unique because, of course, we're going to catch the solar eclipse on this particular itinerary, which is amazing. This is a once in a year opportunity. We're going to have astronomers on board to, again, make this really an immersive experience. So highly recommend taking a look at this itinerary, sharing it out with your clients. It is a very, very popular itinerary.
Well, and yeah, like what it takes in, that extensive Eastern Canada and then Greenland. But I think circumnavigating Iceland is a really good one because you get multiple stops. And when you see the sun and the moon together, it means that we're overnighting. So you're getting more time in these ports of call. So it's not just one day, you're getting 2 full days in these ports of call. And then when you see just that moon, you get that late departure. So that's what makes these really special. But also to note, you can actually take this one way and end in Rotterdam, or take it from Rotterdam and just come back to Boston. So there are those options as well. It is sold as shorter voyages.
Yeah, great point. And that overnight in Reykjavik is so important because you want to be able to do the Golden Circle. You want to get to Blue Lagoon for that little spa treatment, of course. Yeah, so great point. Yeah. But like I said, it snowed here in London today. So enough about Iceland. Let's talk about some warmer destinations. Of course, the Caribbean. This is always a fan favorite. I don't know if everyone knows this, but our private island, Half Moon Key, has the #1 private island for what did it say? I clicked too
20
quickly.
years.
20 years in a row. This is that paradise in the Bahamas. It really is such an exceptional experience. And the sign there really does say it all. Once you get there, you're definitely going to want to stay and enjoy it. Most of, but not all, of our Caribbean itineraries will include at least one stop every 7 days in Half Moon Key. So look for that in the itinerary. Again, just a really great opportunity for your clients to just relax, take a beat, lean into that.
We don't get a lot of snow in Western Canada. Well, I shouldn't say Western because Alberta is a different story, but in Vancouver. But we do get a lot of rain. So on my rainy days, this is what I dream of. And I do want to highlight one of the experiences I have had here is we have a ranch on the island where we have these beautiful horses and they're well looked after, and you can ride the horses in the ocean. And by far, it is one of the most incredible experiences of my life. And I think about it all the time, and I cannot wait to experience that again later this year. So it's definitely on my assignment list of excursions that I will be doing.
Absolutely. So we've got a lot of Caribbean itineraries out there, some fabulous pricing right now for 26 if people are looking for last minute this winter holiday cruises, of course. But as always with Holland America, because you've listened, your clients have listened, people are booking far in advance. Booking the Caribbean is always a great time. Now, I just want to share a really unique itinerary here. This is in 2028. So imagine round trip Fort Lauderdale. And being able to do the Caribbean, Southern Caribbean, fabulous ports there, and then heading all the way down into the Amazon. What an exceptional itinerary here. This one, it just launched last year. I was on a FAM in December. Some travel advisors posted this out while we were on board the ship on their social media. And during that FAM, they sold 3 of these itineraries. So take these unique itineraries, get those out on your social media. I think you'd be really surprised by the response that you get when clients think, oh, I didn't even know that was possible. Really, really great. Now, we're going to speed up here because I know we've been chatting quite a bit here and we got a lot to get through. Europe, of course, always a fabulous destination to go. March to November is our season there, so a long window. And we've got lots to offer in Europe. I'm just going to share a few of them. And again, a real focus on those unique itineraries. This one is really quickly becoming our second most popular of our legendary voyages. 2 crossings from New York, really the very best when it comes to the Mediterranean, with that overnight in Cairo, overnight and late departure in Istanbul. Absolutely stunner of a destination. And this is on my list. If I can get the vacation approved.
Yeah, me too. Step aside.
Exactly. Yeah, there'll be a lot of us for that one. Another really unique itinerary here. This is the round trip out of Rotterdam. I love this itinerary because of the amount of stops in Scotland, which is an absolutely fabulous destination. But exactly what Fiona said, being able to circumnavigate Iceland is really the stuff of dreams. It's an expensive destination. To be able to see it from a ship, get to those multiple ports of call, really is such a great experience. Some other unique features that we've got, of course, being able to cross the Arctic Circle. This is the first time you might have seen our History Channel logo. And we actually offer that throughout all of our destinations, really. You're going to see the History Channel logo appear on itineraries that we built excursions in partnership with the History Channel. So again, just that opportunity to really immerse your clients in that destination in really unique ways. So look for that on there. Again, you can use that as part of your selling conversation. The solar eclipse experiences, these ones are, again, only happening once in 26 and again in 27. These have been curated with that solar eclipse in mind. We're going to have astronomers on board. I don't know if you've heard, but Virgin Cruises, they're actually bringing astronauts on board for their solar eclipse, which I think is super cool. But we're going to have astronomers nonetheless. It's still going to be a fabulous experience. And again, just what an opportunity to have a once really in a generation experience on board. So cool. Now we're going to keep going across the pond. We're going to go to Asia. This destination is absolutely on fire right now. So popular. We're seeing double-digit growth when it comes to our itineraries throughout Asia. So if this is not a destination you're currently talking about, I would encourage you to reach out to your clients. Circumnavigating Japan with that stop in South Korea absolutely is one of our most popular destinations. I'll be doing it in April of next year. So if you're interested in joining me, let me know for that one. Fiona, have you been to Japan?
Not yet.
Oh, okay. Well, what are you doing in April?
Going to Japan, apparently.
Okay. Perfect. Done. Yeah, it's on my top 10 list all the time. It's such a fabulous destination. Now, I think this is the last destination we're going to talk about. And this one is really exciting because we're introducing some new itineraries, some new destinations, and a new focus on South America and Antarctica. So this is something really, really exciting. This is that opportunity for your clients to really kind of get to those hard to reach destinations, those immersive shore excursions and overland tours, really discover those biodiverse ecosystems that are in this part of the world in really unique ways. Plus, this is a really great example of where we excel in that onboard dining experience. So the food on board is going to be really full of those local flavors and favorites from the areas that we're cruising to, which just makes it so exciting. Don't know what that was going to be, but we'll just move on. We can offer some really unique experiences. Places like the Galapagos, we know how popular that is. People are always asking about it. Places, national parks, the Amazon River, being able to go to Machu Picchu. There really is going to be such a huge opportunity to offer something very new to your clients and start taking off some of those dream destinations. We've got lots of curated shore excursions, of course, being able to take the train to the end of the world in Ushuaia, which is amazing. Uruguay, which is really a pretty spectacular destination. Being able to go in the lakes and volcanoes of Chile, tour the Stanley and Falkland Islands, really, really uniquely curated excursions. So look for those on those destinations. The Galapagos, we know this is such a popular destination right now. This is what we call an overland adventure. So they're going to leave the mainland behind when we're in the ports of call. They're going to head over to the Galapagos for that overland adventure, which is really going to bring your clients face to face with the most extraordinary ecosystem in the world. From the giant tortoises that you see there, to the blue-footed boobies, to the crabs, the marine iguanas. I mean, it really just is an unmatched natural wonder. So look for that on our excursions. Machu Picchu again, for the bravest of people that want to climb it or a train like me to be able to get up there. This is that opportunity to really dive deep into Peru's Sacred Valley and just some breathtaking experiences there. So I'm just going to show you a couple of itineraries that these would be available in. So what we've got here, this is, of course, is just a snapshot off of our consumer site. I believe these prices are showing in US dollars, but there's just a couple of examples of what some of those itineraries might look like from Fort Lauderdale. So you'll see like really fabulous price points and just some really spectacular destinations. This one here, this is from Vancouver and from Seattle. So being able to do that 26-day from Vancouver to Santiago, I mean, wow, what an amazing experience. And on the New Amsterdam too. Another itineraries we want to show here, these are just the collector voyages. Again, we've got them from Vancouver, from San Diego, from Fort Lauderdale. There's a lot of options where your clients can experience even more of South America and Antarctica, really with as much flexibility as possible. So, yep.
Sorry, I was just going to say the Vancouver to Buenos Aires and the shorter one that's the 26 days. So the 26 day and the 41, these are selling really, really well. So if you have access to marketing, putting this out on your social media, I highly recommend getting it out there. These are the images that we highly suggest, like just pop it on and say, have you ever thought of doing a voyage like this and sharing it? You know, you'll get a few bites or people interested and get back to you. It's these unique voyages that most guests have no idea that we operate, and it isn't until they connect it visually that they will say, oh, you know what? That's great. And the best thing that I love about these is you're traveling down from, you know, the timeline is you're traveling with the time changes rather than having to fly a really long flight, adjust to the time change, as well as have your jet lag and cruise back somewhere. You're able to do that quite traditionally easily, whether you're on the West Coast or the East Coast with that 3-hour change and cruising down. So a really great suggestion of these two cruises.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're right. Like those longer voyages, it's just such a different experience on board. Like if you think about what 7 days on a cruise looks like, I mean, the first 2 or 3 days, you don't even know where your cabin is. Now you've got a couple of days where you found your favorite bartender, and then you got the last couple of days you got to start packing and going home. And that just doesn't sound like a fun vacation. 41 days from Vancouver to Buenos Aires. I mean, I can really lean into being on vacation and just relax. Like, oh, what an amazing opportunity. Yeah. And this is a great segue into, again, something that Holland America just does exceptionally well. And these are our legendary voyages. So all of our voyages, 25 days or longer. I've already shared a few of them with you. There's a lot out there. So I'm just going to share a couple of other really fan favorites. Being able to go round trip from Rotterdam, crossing the Arctic Circle here, being able to have that solar eclipse experience, absolutely breathtaking experience there. Circumnavigating Australia. This is so incredibly popular. We know it's a tricky destination. The flights are brutal. You're going to go all the way over there, being able to spend 35 days circumnavigating that. This would be a fabulous opportunity too, to add on maybe a land package, get your clients into the heart of Australia. I was going to say Alaska, into the heart of Australia. What a great experience for sure. Last one I'm going to share with you. This is a very popular destination. We also, Hawaii right now is getting a lot of attention. This particular itinerary is from San Diego, but I would encourage you to go and look at the departures from Vancouver. There are quite a few in 27 and 28, I believe, that are going out of Vancouver. What a fabulous opportunity. Some include Alaska, some are direct to Hawaii. really, really spectacular.
Well, and one thing to note about this is look at how many overnights. You have an overnight in Honolulu, overnight Raiatea, overnight Moorea, an overnight and a late departure in Papeete. So when you're going these longer voyages, when you're gone for 35 days, you're getting multiple days in these incredible destinations. And we all have looked at the price of an overwater bungalow or accommodations in these places, but on your cruise, and it's on the Koningsdam, which is an incredible ship. And to boot, it's over Valentine's Day. What a great gift. I say, sync it up and get your advertising out now for sure.
I love it. I love it. So speaking of other destinations that you're going to want to focus on, I'm always thrilled to share this list. These are the hot sailings. These are the sailings right now that we're seeing a lot of interest in, but most importantly, are paying high commission. So now's definitely the time to grab your phone or grab the ability to take a screenshot, because what I'm sharing with you are the hot itineraries for 2027 right now. These are very popular. We're getting a lot of interest in them. And of course, because of the length of the voyage, and the destination, we're seeing this is your opportunity to really earn those higher commission, which is, of course, why you're all here. So these are some really, really great itineraries. I'd encourage you to think about marketing these out to your clients, maybe even looking at group space on them if necessary. So this is 2027. I'm going to show you quickly 2028. You're going to see some similarities there. So things like the Amazon, South America, Japan absolutely remain very high on there. I would actually add in Hawaii as well. I think we're seeing a lot of trending go in that direction because it is so incredibly popular right now. So we've shared a lot about Holland America, the destinations. I now am going to share with you by far the most important thing that we need to focus on as you need to focus on as travel agents. And I don't often share this because of just the power of it. So I'm going to share it now because I think we've built a relationship. I love you guys. We're feeling really good about here. So I'm going to share with you what is the thing you should all be focusing on. I would encourage you to maybe grab a photo of this, put it up beside your computer so you're looking at it all the time. Okay, so you ready? I'm just going to share it now. Okay. Wow. Just to absorb the power of what you're looking at right now. Okay, so maybe you're all thinking, maybe Aaron's got a vodka soda in here. I don't know. This is the thing that all of you as travel agents should be working towards, and this is a comma. Why is this so important? You should want to see a comma in your commission check. Okay, it's the thing you should all be focusing on. We've given you lots of tools to be able to do that, of course. And we're going to give you even more. So to get that comma in there, we need to think about profitability. We need to be thinking about creating that amazing guest experience so they're going to keep coming back for more. What we're sharing here is the Have It All, or our drinks package. Okay, this is that opportunity to elevate that guest experience. This is commissionable. And it's also worth noting that around 80% of clients that don't book Have It All with their travel agent at the time of booking are adding it when they get on board the ship. And guess what? You're missing out on that commission. And it's actually a bit more expensive for them too. So we really do want to make sure that we're having that conversation at the time of booking. So what's included? Wi-Fi, your drink package, a shore excursion credit, and a dining credit. Those two are dependent on the length of the voyage. We also have an early booking version of that, which is really for departures from this summer and on 27 onwards. Sorry, summer of 27 and onwards. And that's going to elevate the drink package, elevate the Wi-Fi, include crew gratuities, and the low price guarantee. Really, at that point, it is an exceptional savings. We absolutely want to be having that conversation with your clients at the time of booking. Now, I'm going to share with you a little bit of a breakdown of what that might look like. And I think, Fiona, what we've done here is a 10-day voyage, right?
10-day, yeah.
Yeah. So it's showing you the per day value of what that's going to look like. The Have It All rate is $60 or roughly, I think it's 85 Canadian.
Yeah, depending on the exchange rate. We just went with the higher price. It fluctuates between 80 and 85 Canadian, depending on our exchange rate. Yeah.
And it's per person, per day, both adults, first and second in the cabin have to have it. So if you do the math, that is an exceptional savings for your clients. right there.
So they're essentially paying $850 Canadian to get a value of over $1,800. So it really is so beneficial for them to add the Have It All, whether they can take advantage of that by booking early and taking advantage of the early booking bonus Have It All, or even if they lose out on the early booking, they're still getting almost $1,000 of free amenities that they have access to without having to pay for it. So when they get on board, they have to purchase these all individually, and the prices are more expensive. Keep in mind, if you are Canadian, you are then dealing with a US charge at the end of your cruise, and then dealing with yet another exchange rate. So we always recommend paying in Canadian dollars early, and that's the best way to do it.
Absolutely. Here's an example of that EBB version, that early booking version. I mean, your savings is exceptional here. $850 or cost, and the value is $2,209 roughly. I mean, that is exceptional. I think if you position it to a client this way, to me, it's a no-brainer. I think they absolutely would jump at that opportunity. And especially with the early booking, with that crew appreciation, the low price guarantee, it is an absolutely exceptional saving. So I'd encourage you to have that conversation nice and early with your clients.
And these are really great things for you to add that hit your targets. So if you have internal targets through your agencies, this all gets added to your bottom line and your commission and your bonuses and all those things that you work towards. And honestly, we see from the surveys, our guests are significantly more satisfied for those that have it all, that don't have a nickel and dime package that needs to be added once they're on board the ship. So it's such a great value.
Absolutely. And how can we even enhance it even more? Well, Club Orange, this is so exciting. So for those that don't know, and it's fine, most of you may not, this is an opportunity for you to add the Club Orange onto a booking, regardless of the cabin category that they book, regardless of the price point. What's basically going to happen is it's going to give them access to our suite amenities, priority embarkation and debarkation, access to private dining, priority line at guest services and shore excursions, access to private events. It really is an exceptional add-on. Again, it's commissionable, low rate of either 25 or 15 US per person per day, depending on the length of the voyage. This, again, is just that opportunity to really create an exceptional onboard experience for those clients. Now,
sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. Sorry, go ahead.
I was going to say we have a caveat, do we not? Yeah, so there is limited space. This is heavily restricted because we need to preserve the integrity of the Club Orange for our suite paying guests. So, in my opinion, when you make your booking, call into reservations immediately, have the conversation. If it's available, I would add it right away. Then have the conversation with your client if it's something that they're interested in. If they're not, you can simply remove it. The booking won't refare. But once you made the booking, if you wait, it might not be available. How many spots do we normally have, Fiona? For
anywhere from 85 to 90. Yeah.
Yeah. So I would encourage you, again, if you're trying to create that suite experience for your guests, this is a great way to get started.
And once they book it or experience it, then they always tend to rebook it. But I think the worst thing that you can do is not offer it, and your clients find out about it once they're on board, and then they come back and say, why was I never offered this? So you don't want to get into that aspect either. But one other benefit that I just want to point out on here, which I think is worth its value altogether, is when you book a veranda stateroom, you can price out the least expensive veranda stateroom. So think obstructed ocean view, obstructed veranda stateroom, and you get with this program a minimum 2 category upgrade. But you can get upgraded to a VA. So if a VA is available, you'll get that upgrade. But if for any reason there's no higher category available, then we will give you an equivalent in its exchange. Our team will be able to give you an offer of what that would be. So yeah, it's a great benefit.
Yeah, absolutely. Another benefit I want to talk about, this is our Mariner early booking bonus. So this really, honestly, is your low-hanging fruit. These are clients that are already loyal to Holland America because they're Mariners. And if you actively sell Holland America, you'll know who they are because they'll tell you. And so they're loyal to Holland America. They're loyal to you because they're coming. This is that opportunity to give them an additional onboard credit because they're booking early. Those Mariners have access within the first 90 days of one of our products being released to enjoy that additional onboard credit, which is really, really exceptional. So I'm going to share with you next what some of those dates are. This is your opportunity. Reach out to those clients in advance. Let them know that this is coming and that they're going to have access to that additional onboard credit. If you're working with clients to maybe get their dream itinerary, you want to reach out to them in advance and get that space held so they can choose, like Stephanie said, the cabin they want, the area they want. Now, here's some examples of what some of those dates are going to look like. Just make note of that. This is what the release dates are that are coming up soon. So you know that you could be reaching out to your clients to say, hey, this is coming. Let's get ready. Let's start thinking about planning for those 27 and 28 departures.
And I will note the Grand Voyage on May 21st. You can do the future down. So you can call into our World Cruise reservations department and ask them to put down a future down, meaning that you have clients that are really serious about the World Cruise in 2028. I believe the deposit's about $1,300 a person. 2 weeks prior to our launch date, we will do call outs to everybody who has deposits. You'll have the first right of refusal. And if they decide, you know what, we're not interested, they'll be refunded that amount back to them. So that's a great tool to be able to use for them. But these dates can move. Like sometimes we will push the dates to different dates. So these are kind of our tentative dates.
Yeah, absolutely. Great call out, Fiona. So the last thing we're going to talk about here, I am incredibly passionate about, and hopefully you are too. If you are not actively selling groups, hopefully we're going to inspire you today. This is by far the easiest way to increase your commission in this industry. It's either going to be ocean expedition cruising or river cruising. This is where the money is. This is where you're going to flip the script and really take control of driving those sales for yourself instead of waiting for clients to come to you. And it's going to be your opportunity, hopefully, to be traveling with them. We have a whole team of people to be able to help you, an amazing groups team. Of course, you've got Fiona, myself, Marguerite, Stephanie, all able to help you. For anyone in the US, of course, you've got your BDMs there as well. We are all passionate about getting that comma in your paycheck, and this is the way to do it for sure. Now, we've got everything from full charters to small groups, and I'm going to just highlight kind of two here. The affinity group, this is probably the one that most people think of, and this is that group that has a common thread together. So pickleball is a great example of this, but it can be vegan, celiac, food and wine, photography, religious cruises, knitting and quilting. I don't know if you're familiar, but they are passionate. There is a ton of them out there. They love to travel together. So what I would encourage you to do is think about what group or club or alumni are you part of already? There's a great opportunity. What is in the community that you're servicing? Again, a great opportunity. You can reach out to them, say, hey, as the leader of the pickleball, you could be the kind of Pied Piper. Help me fill this group space in, and you might be able to cruise for free. How does that sound? And now you've built this relationship with them. This might be the opportunity where they're going to want to cruise with you every year. And if we think about your commission for the year, I don't know about you, but I would like to have maybe those two big anchors throughout the year of those large commission checks that I know are coming. And then the rest is just filler, maybe the air only, the inside cabin. But you can really drive your business through that group. And I guarantee you, any of your colleagues that are achieving the platinum status, the diamond, whatever it is in your agency, they're getting there by groups. Guaranteed. They're not getting there by selling trips 2 by 2. Now, the is a promotional group. And honestly, what I think of here, and Fiona, jump in, I would call it something else. Don't even call it a group. Call it a curated journey, an exclusive departure. Yeah. Call it whatever you want. Don't call it a group. This is your opportunity to say, hey, I don't know, I've always wanted to go to Japan. Well, if I want to go, someone else probably wants to go. So let's build a group around that. It's going to be an exclusive departure. I built something really unique here for you. And then I'm going to travel with you. This is a really, really amazing opportunity. I'm going to give you, actually, I'm just going to back up really quickly with the affinity group. I'm going to let you in on a bit of a trade secret here. And I don't know why this is, but do you know the most under-tapped group within that affinity group is? It's first-time cruisers. I don't know why, but no one's really reaching out to them. So as a travel agent, you could reach out and say, hey, folks, you've never been on a cruise. I'm a travel agent. I can go anywhere in the world. Okay, but I'm choosing to go to Alaska with Holland America, and that's why you should come with me. You're going to help them from their door to the cabin door and everything in between. You're going to build that relationship with them. They're going to love you. Hopefully, they're going to love us. And now what you've built is that loyal following. So when they say to you, hey, that trip to Alaska was amazing, where are we going to go next? You're going to say, well, funny enough, I just happen to have another cruise here to Hawaii, because fun fact, the Hawaii departures are the number one voyage booked, well, in Alaska. And now what you've done is built that loyal following year over year. Fabulous way to do it. So promotional groups, lean into what we know is going to sell. March break, the Mediterranean, Alaska, that Canada, New England round trip, Montreal. We know those are going to sell. Things you're interested in. If you have maybe 2 or 3 couples that have come in that are booking space already, you're almost there. Open a group. Leverage the benefits that Holland America is going to give you and make something super unique. This is also your opportunity, and Fiona alluded to it earlier. You want to look for those add-ons. So when you're talking about Holland America in Alaska, you're hopefully talking about insurance, of course. You're hopefully talking about air. You're hopefully talking about pre and post. You should be talking probably about Rocky Mountaineer to get them from Calgary to Vancouver. You can lean into some of your land partners like Trafalgar, Globus, G Adventures, etc., to create maybe a custom group pre or post before. Again, what you're doing is creating a unique value proposition that doesn't exist anywhere else, and then you're able to grow that commission for yourself. If you haven't picked up on it, I'm extremely passionate about groups. We could talk about this all day, but I know we're running out of time here. I would encourage you to create a one-on-one with your BDM so we can dive a bit deeper into groups. The last thing I want to talk about here, this is the Connections program. This is perfect for small affinity, new to cruise, pickleball, knitting groups, bridge players. I mean, you name it. This is an opportunity for you to earn some additional group amenity points and potentially earn 2 TCs, which are those free berths where you can travel, you can have your Pied Piper travel, you can sell them and keep the extra commission. I mean, there's a lot of different options to go there. But
So
in the end,
this
yeah, go ahead.
I just wanted to jump in here because I know I know a lot of agents, you love to add gifts to your clients' bookings, right? And that comes out of your bottom line. So why not create a group departure on, so Alaska, one a month for next season. And you just want to try focus all your bookings onto that date. You don't necessarily have to travel with them, but it's just about offering an exclusive departure on this date. And wouldn't it be great if then you can use these amenity points to purchase items that don't come out of your bottom line or out of your pocket or that you have to pay for, where then you can add a Pinnacle Grill lunch or have some strawberries and champagne for them at the time they get on board. So they're really gifts from you, but again, you're keeping that commission level at a higher rate rather than having to deplete it, which is kind of the key to groups. It's putting more money back into your pocket, spending our money by having the amenities paid for by us rather than being paid for by you. I mean, that's a win-win as far as I'm concerned.
Absolutely. Great point. Great point. So please reach out to your local BDM, set up that one-on-one. Let's have a deeper conversation, maybe about Holland America in general, but absolutely about groups and how we can grow that business for you. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day. Fiona, Marguerite, I know Stephanie had to drop off. Thank you so much. This was really a lot of fun.
Yeah, thanks everyone.
So amazing. We have a few questions we're going to just take, and I appreciate Marguerite, and I know Stephanie was really great being behind the scenes. But for our spoiled agents that have to go and start selling, of course, Holland America Line, you can. But we just want to take those couple of questions that people wanted. You can go, your name has been entered into the $50, one of two $50 gift cards. But we know everyone here is, they will have your questions. So we want to make sure we take them. But I just want to make a mention. There was someone on Facebook, Elvie said her husband used to work on one of the ships on
Oh,
Holland America. The first ship for him was a Mastan, and it
oh
was
wow.
really
Oh, I love that ship.
and it was really nostalgic for her to bring him back as a passenger when she had booked her own cruise. And she
Oh,
also thinks he was a part of the crew that launched the Zutterdam as well.
oh,
Wow.
wonderful.
Yeah, I love it. And we have a few people over here on YouTube. Just like MSRASFUL is asking, so how come it's a little bit difficult to get the Orange Club? Is there only so many that they can book just to kind of, I know it's very elite and sounds like something everybody wants, but everyone can't get it, right?
Yeah, we need to observe the integrity of the program for our paying suite guests. So it's only open for a small number of people. Yeah, so book early for sure.
Okay. And on Zoom, Chris is asking, do you guys encourage tipping?
Yeah, so gratuities are included as part of the have it all package. You know, of course, it can be at your own discretion on board. I think if you have an experience that really wows you and the crew members really gone above and beyond, a tip is always appreciated. But honestly, leave feedback in your comment card. It's so important to our onboard crew to get recognized that way. So please spend the time to fill out those feedback forms.
And just a little feedback on YouTube. DTW Diva 920 said that Holland America Line really does have it all. I love it.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you, Diva.
Oh, I love it. Okay, Aaron is asking on Zoom, is the only way to add the Club Orange by calling into reservations?
yes. And the reason being is because it's live inventory as well. You need to make sure that you're doing that cabin upgrade at that time, because if you call back in a week or two, the cabin upgrade might not be available, and that's imperative that you get it done right away. So you can't do it through your system. You can't add it through Polar Online, only by phoning in.
Okay, and actually, just to hook on to that, Fiona, Michelle's asking on Zoom. So if they add the orange and then time goes down, the client decides they don't want it, can it be removed?
Yes, as long as it's before final payment.
Okay, great. Michelle's also asking on Zoom, when will the Hawaii South Pacific for fall 2028 be released? I feel like there used to be a calendar showing all the itineraries when they'll drop.
I
For
shared the date.
2028, I don't think we have that on the schedule as of yet, but generally Hawaii 2028 is late in the fall, if not early in the new year. But I don't see it on the schedule.
See, they're looking and thinking ahead. They all want to book. This
Yeah.
is good news, good problems to have.
Yeah.
I know Marguerite did a great job with this one as well. I'm just going to read it out just in case, because I know Erin loves groups. But Lena's asking, what is the size of a group to get the free stateroom for the leader? And I'll just say that Marguerite said it's for the standard group for the TLC can be applied to the 16th guest. For a small affinity group, it can be applied to the 11th guest.
Yeah. And you have an opportunity to use some of your group amenity points to reduce on a traditional group. You can reduce those TCs down to be able to earn them faster. Yeah. And honestly, for travel advisors that want to travel, it's the group way because you want to get paid and travel at the same time. Earning and learning, right? Makes so much sense. If you don't get to the chance to do the group and you really do want to do an itinerary, of course, look for the travel advisor rates. There's a lot of them out there. They're on one source. Take advantage of them.
And I really encourage each of you, if you are like deer in headlights, I'm not interested in groups, reach out to us, book a one-on-one with one of us. I mean, I'm in the West Coast, Erin's in the East Coast. Let us walk you through it. It is such an easy program, and we have such a wonderful groups department here to support you. And we can take the guesswork out of this for you and really turn those commissions in with commas, right? And that's the most important, and making it easy. Let's make you more money.
I love
Yeah.
the comma. That's a great little I love that. It's
Yeah.
like a little, what's that? Ooh, the comma. You want more? Book it and you get more. I just have a comment, Fiona. Debbie said on Facebook, "Oh my gosh, I'm going on a ship inspection this month and I'm looking forward to it."
Wonderful. Can't wait.
Great. All right. Well, listen, it has been an absolute pleasure. I have learned a lot. I really enjoy that you guys have very unique itineraries and something that does set you apart from the rest. And, everyone appreciates that. A great solid line that has been around for over 100 years. And happy birthday, of course, the Holland America Line. And I want to thank you guys, the whole team, for joining us today and for Aaron orchestrating this, Fiona, Marguerite, and of course Stephanie as well. You guys are fantastic. And what a great support to all of our spoiled agents across Canada. So thank you, everybody.
Excellent. Thank you so
Thanks,
much, everyone.
everyone.
We appreciate it.
Couldn't do this without you all.
Yeah.
All